Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Thursday Night Live here on the glorious Facebook Live. We're also on YouTube. Hello, Caroline. Welcome. So Blaine will be here. He's just dealing with something. Better not say what it is. He'll tell you guys what it is once he jumps up on cam. But anyways, I have a ton of things to talk about. Even though today was, like I was saying just before I pressed record, it was very what's the question I'm looking for? What's the statement I'm looking for? It was very a lazy day for me today. Very lazy day. I took my son to see a movie, so we were out at a matinee all day. So I didn't really get into business mode till about an hour ago. But I'm pretty fired up for something that I wanted to talk to you guys about, as well as just kind of throw it open and really have a discussion tonight about some stuff that's kind of. It's funny because we try to do the crypto stuff on Monday, but we're gonna throw some crypto into Thursday Night Live, as well as some list building stuff as well to help you on your way. Yeah, stay tuned too. We will be doing giveaways throughout the night as well. So if you're watching the recording, you should be here live, because live is where it happens, man. Anywho, if you guys could share this, let people know that we are here, we are live, we're up on camera, having some fun, talking click track profit and everything and anything in between. So the big thing I noticed was a few things, but the one thing, and you should save this for Monday, John. But it's we talk a lot of affiliate marketing stuff on Monday, so we can talk crypto stuff on Thursday too. One of the big concerns we have with CTP token, as you guys know, throughout this week was that I blocked. We stopped ActiveFit from putting the ActiveFit tags using CTP and stuff, and that was because 80% of the content on CTP talk was basically just ActiveFit posts. And there's nothing wrong with ActiveFit posts, but the whole purpose of CTP was to bring entrepreneurship to the blockchain, right? To share with people on the blockchain what you're doing with your business, share your journey, share your passions, really get people fired up for creating content. Because I don't know if you guys know this, but content marketing is a pretty good strategy to drive traffic to your websites. This has changed a lot of the focus of Click Track Profit. It's now just not click, click, click for traffic. We're now going to drive traffic to our sites in the form of content marketing, social media. Driving is kind of the wrong word. It's pulling people. We're pulling people to our sites. And content marketing, in my opinion, social media in general, has a big part to play in this. So the whole goal of CTP token and CTP talk was to get people in Click Track Profit comfortable with creating content, writing blog posts, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Combined on top of this platform was based on the blockchain. So it was based on cryptocurrency, not only on Steem, but also on our native token called CTP token, which can be bought, sold, shared, traded, looked at, studied, whatever you want to do, 24/7, 365 on, we are featured on 2 exchanges right now. We're featured on the Steem Leo DEX as well as the Steem Engine DEX. So the big vision of this, again, was to get people creating content all the time, but also combine it with poking and prodding their way through the wonderful world of cryptocurrency to get them more comfortable with it, right? So you guys know my story. For the past 2.5 years now, I've kind of been all in on crypto. Past 2 years, roughly, I've been all in on Steem, but I've dabbled in other stuff. And even though my big focus is on Steem and CTP token is there, I've poked at other stuff because I believe you kind of need to be proactive. I don't know about you guys, but I think it's really important that we're not reactive to crypto, that we're proactive. We start looking at that stuff and bringing people into our fold to get them comfortable using this stuff each and every day. So, in a nutshell, the CTP token, the vision for this thing was to, like I said, have a place where people can create content daily and be rewarded for it, but also let them get their hands dirty when it came to crypto. So they can buy it, they can sell it, they can trade it. And I've been reading a few blog posts. Mick Owen, who's Traffic Insider on CTP Talk, made a really interesting post yesterday, as well as Zoltan and me were kind of going back and forth inside of Discord, as well as Rick Miller, who's the number one token holder when it comes to CTP token. We were just discussing like use case and how do we get like volume up, right? Like volume was really good when we started. I mean, yeah, we were a brand new token. We were doing everything, we're moving and shaking, but this is like affiliate marketing, like you guys know. I mean, this is why there's been 7 people live tonight here compared to when we first launched and there was over 20 people coming to these live events. It gets the same old, same old. No one wants to do the grunt work. They're really attracted to the new shiny object. Oh, something's new is exciting. I'll go and check it out. I'll put a little bit of effort into it, but then I'm going to go over here to something else. So this is what happens not only in affiliate marketing, but also as we see in cryptocurrency. So CTP token had a ton of activity and everybody was buying and selling and trading it and talking about it, and it was getting coverage when it first launched. But again, it's been 3 months now. Hey, Scott, what's up, man? It's been 3 months now since it's basically been launched, and the miner token has been out, and it's just the volume is not there anymore. So this was the concern and some of the questions. So Mick did a really good post yesterday that really stirred the pot a little, I think. He was talking about how people were complaining that they were free members at his site and they weren't getting enough mail, but not one person said, hey, I'll trade you some CTP tokens to upgrade my account. Like, here's a guy that not only is one of the largest stakeholders in CTP token, he wants to adopt the IPN once we get, it's coming to. I know I always say that, but you'll see why it's taken a little slower pace. You'll see. It's really cool, actually. Blaine showed it to me this week. It was, he's basically put it out there where, no one even came to him and said, hey, I'll trade you 500 CTP tokens for an upgrade. Like, no one ever went to him. So he was concerned that, and I'm concerned that we're not doing a good enough job of bringing people from the affiliate marketing click track profit community over to blockchain. And this is a problem. But that being said, this is an adoption issue. I don't think this is necessarily a CTP token issue, even though we can always do better, right? I mean, Blaine mentioned it yesterday. I mean, if we're not getting 100% conversion rates on our squeeze pages, we can always improve. Same thing, I think, when it comes to our token, our community, and our cryptocurrency platform. If we're not improving every day and we're not in front of you guys, talking with you guys and listening to the community, we're doing a bad job. But at the same token, I do think it's an adoption issue. Glenn Powell did a really good blog post earlier this week where he said fiat is still king. It's interesting. There's a lot of really good content on CTP Talk. Can I say that? I've just referenced my entire talk tonight is based on blog posts, really thoughtful, good blog posts from the community. So you guys are doing awesome stuff and people are noticing, okay? Just letting you know. But like Glenn said in his post, fiat is still king because it's really easy, right? I can transfer money on my phone. I can, if I buy something, it's really easy. If I use PayPal, it's really easy. I mean, it's really easy to buy, sell, and move fiat currency online. It's really, really easy. Wasn't always the case, but it's really easy. And you know what a US dollar is compared to, say, a Canadian dollar, compared to a euro. There's Forex exchange all the time. People understand that. But with crypto, there's so much volatility. People are, I don't want to accept Bitcoin because it takes too long. I mean, there's some big adoption issues that are out there. For example, I actually did a purchase yesterday on the Ethereum network. Ethereum, right? Ethereum is like this big, everybody loves Vitalik. Like, Ethereum is the next biggest thing since Bitcoin. 12 minutes, man. 12 minutes is what it took me to send the money on the Ethereum network and for it to come back and say, yeah, this guy paid this. 12, that's just not going to cut it. It's just not going to cut it. So the reason why, and this is kind of an answer to Mick, but also to anybody that's scratching their head going, why isn't this stuff taking off? When the kingpins, blockchains, Ethereum, Bitcoin, take 10 to 20 to 30 minutes to confirm transactions, we have an adoption issue and a use case issue. This has got nothing to do with, say, Jen saying, yeah, Jen purchased some stuff off us the other day. She used Litecoin. Litecoin only took a couple of minutes, but still a couple of minutes to confirm a transaction. right? It's just there's usability is missing. So this is why, and why does it take them so long? Okay, so Caroline, this is I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it the easiest way possible without trying to get too nerdy. Okay, so the way that you got to remember what blockchains are, right? They're ledgers. When it comes down to it, you strip away all the technology, all the fancy dancy stuff. What a blockchain is ledgers. You have to weigh it. It always has to equal, right? The owed, the sending, the receiving. There's always got to be the balance. So what happens when, say, I send some money to Jen? Say I send her half a Bitcoin, right? Because I'm feeling generous, and Jen, I want to give you $4,000 right now, right? I mean, like, let's just, So let's say I send $4,000 worth of Bitcoin. So like basically around a half a Bitcoin. What happens is when I do that, it goes out into the network. The network now needs to reach consensus. And what that means is that basically the entire network has to say that, yes, John has sent this amount of Bitcoin to Jen. It's a secure transaction. It's legit. Something like Bitcoin can transact, I forget, I'm really bad, and sorry all you Bitcoin purists and maximalists out there. I think it's 4 to 12 transactions a second. I think. Like it's not a lot. Compare that to Visa, which does like 10,000 transactions a second, right? So to confirm that on the Bitcoin blockchain takes time. And the more active it gets, the longer it's going to take. What was not coded into Bitcoin when they started this was how popular this might actually become. And in a nutshell, the network can't keep up with demand. But this is actually a lot less than what it was in prime time in like late 2016-ish or 2017-ish. There was like an hour wait, to get your transactions approved on the blockchain. Some even like 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 hours. It was insane. So bringing this back to the topic is why I believe in Steem so much. Now, Steem has this amazing use case, CTP. So when I say Steem, I'm including CTP Talk. I'm also including Epics, okay? So just everything on the Steem that uses the Steem network and blockchain, okay? So it's very all-encompassing because, hi, Rob, welcome, because there's so many amazing apps and different blockchains that work on top of Steem, right? So Steem's attraction is that it is got use case. It's got actual use case. I can use this stuff anytime I want. There's people that want it. There's people that use it each and every day. But on top of that is the amazing technology that underlies Steem. Steem has 3-second transactions. Your transactions are confirmed in like 3,000. I think it's 3 seconds. I have my little sheet here. Yeah, here it is. Look, here's my sheet. Here's my Steem fact sheet. Here's my Steem fact sheet. And I'll find this for you guys and share it with you if you're curious about it. But here it is. The Steem blockchain has 97 times more transaction capacity than Bitcoin. It's got 4.1%. Wait, hold on. I'm reading this wrong. Okay, so yeah, the max Bitcoin is 5.8 transactions per second, right? The max for Ethereum is 21 transactions per second. Litecoin is 32 transactions per second. Well, here's Steem. Steem is 11,000 transactions per second. So you can see that even though, the laminator strikes again, exactly, Jen. You can see that even though Bitcoin is king, as a day-to-day payment use thing, it just can't keep up. It just can't. Now, there's Lightning Network and there's all these other fancy-dancy technology things that are going on. But at the end of the day, something like Steem can actually keep up with the transactions. That's why when I send Rob or Jen or someone that frequents my blog, when I send them a Steem basic income unit, it happens almost immediately, 3 seconds. That's the transaction speed. Steem has more steam, exactly. Now, The difference is that Bitcoin is a much more popular blockchain. It's much more known, and it's the use cases for it. It's just so this is what I'm trying to say. I'm going off on a tangent here, but what I'm trying to say is that this issue may not be just limited to CTP token. So everybody that's sitting there worried about, well, why isn't everybody knocking down the door and buying and selling CTP tokens? Well, a few things. One is that we don't have the IPN yet. Once the IPN gets in there, once we put it into play inside of CTP and we do what we want to do in phase 2 with all this stuff, you will see massive use case for this, and CTP token will definitely start being used more. Also, burn rate. I haven't been burning CTP token. We've only got, I think, 400,000 or 600,000 in circulation, and like 80% of them are staked. So there's not a lot of circulation with CTP tokens. So I haven't been burning them. When I did the airdrops for CTP token, if you guys remember how I did it slow and steady. I did it manually. And how I airdropped it was to people obviously within the CTP community, but also the holders of Steem Leo. So I did it in small batches over time, while a lot of these things airdrop millions upon millions and millions of tokens to their holders. So they have to burn these things to kind of keep circulation down. We don't have a lot in, I think, 600,000. I mean, we can find the numbers right now. Everything is transparent on the blockchain, but it's about 400 to 600,000 in circulation, and then the majority of those are actually staked. So usability for this, there's no use case yet other than using it on CTP Talk. But once we get into the IPN, once people see that this is worth real stuff, I think that's a big thing to get over for people when it comes to crypto. Like, this is actually worth something. I can actually do something with this. That's hard for a lot of people. Tough pill to swallow. So that's on my side and things that we've got to improve, me and Blaine. But at the end of the day, it's usability as a whole. Crypto as a whole is not the most, like, I mean, I'll be brutally honest with you. Jen purchased a product with us a couple of days ago using Litecoin. That was the first crypto transaction we've had all month. So we have 99% of our transactions are done through Stripe and fiat. Even though we're so pro crypto and we've actually got a big chunk of our training is on crypto, at the end of the day, hi Bonnie, welcome. At the end of the day, most people are still using fiat because that's what they know, right? It's the proactive and the reactive. Not a lot of people in affiliate marketing are being proactive when it comes. Please don't judge me, okay? But if you think that PayPal is just going to stop with us, did anybody see the news that happened today with PayPal? Now, don't judge me when I say this, because I don't want you guys thinking I follow CoinDesk and TechCrunch, okay? So all this news comes across my feed. Anyways, PayPal shut everybody's account down that does private work with Pornhub. Again, don't judge me. I'm just reporting the news here. This is what PayPal did today. Everybody, not just a couple of affiliate marketers. Literally, every single person that used PayPal as a way to send and receive money on Pornhub, they canceled it. So this already happened to affiliate marketers, right? We saw this over the past couple of years. We're not just the TE people. We're seeing everybody. PayPal is basically slapping everyone. They just don't, it's like, I don't even know what they want. What do they want to buy and sell? Can you buy and sell books with PayPal? I think that's about it. Exactly, Jen. They're getting everyone. So the marketer in me, right? I've been affected by PayPal more than you guys know how I've, just like everybody else's, but I've been affected by PayPal. I see this stuff, and the marketer in me, the business person in me says, we need something new because PayPal is not an option. Majority of the people in affiliate marketing still live in this little bubble where they think they're not going to get hurt by this. Oh, it's not going to affect me. It's not going to affect me. I highly recommend that you guys look to crypto as a way to buy, sell, receive everything online. Here's why. At the end of the day, here's why. And actually, I was talking to Rob a little. We touched on this a little bit today. Kind of the way the blockchain works. I can never take cryptocurrency from you. Here's the kicker. I have created CTP Talk, right? The CTP token with Blaine. Jen, if you have 100,000 CTP tokens, or Caroline or Sean or anybody, I cannot take them from you, even though I created the damn thing. This is putting power into people's hands. This is why it hasn't been mass adopted yet. Let's be brutally honest. At the end of the day, the powers that be really don't want this stuff getting too popular because I can't take it from you. A bank can take it from you, right? Companies can take it from you. You can't take crypto from people. Now, sure, people can hack your wallets and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, if I give Bonnie 10,000 CTP tokens, even though I created CTP token, I can't take those back from Bonnie. They're hers. Hers. This is the power. This is the power. Exactly. This is the power that we have as entrepreneurs to start saying, you know what? I'm going to start buying and selling with crypto. And it's a tough sell. Look, Jen, again, I'm using her as an example because she's the last person that sent us anything crypto-wise. One transaction out of the hundreds and hundreds we've had this month. One. It's in affiliate marketing. We are very much in a bubble. We are very much in this bubble where nothing will hurt us, and we just got to keep doing the same old things that have always got us this, and this is what we're going to do, and we're going to keep doing this because it's safe. But it's not safe. And that's the biggest thing. It's not safe. And the lie that has been told to people is that it's safe. It's safe to keep your money in PayPal. It's safe to keep your money in banks. No, it is a scam, and they will take the money anytime they want to. I know this because they did it to me. I know it. Trust me. The money in your PayPal account is not yours. This is the funny thing, right? It's the opportunity that's in front of us when it comes to cryptocurrency. And I wanted to talk tonight, what I just said is the stuff that we're working on with CTP Talk. And there's a lot of stuff me and Blaine can do better, and we're going to do better, and we're working on it. But at the same time, I think it's a usability and adoption case. And the more people, exactly, when we get out of our comfort zone, Jen is bang on. When we get out of that comfort zone, we will see that it's not this big, scary world. It's not this big, scary world. And now I'm going to give you guys a use case of what I've been doing this past week. Hope you guys are enjoying this talk because I'm fired up, man. Ooh, we're gonna dive into it now. Okay, so say about 10 years ago, maybe a little bit longer, almost 15 years ago, probably almost 15 years ago. If you guys remember my original setup back when I lived further east, I had an office. And in my office, I always talked to people like this, and I was always on my side like this because there was another computer. We're going back about 15 years. This is what it was. This is why. Because in front of me, when I did my live streams or I did my videos or I did anything, I was on my PC. I was on my Acer computer. On the side of me was my iMac because everybody told me I should get an Apple, and I bought an Apple computer. But I always just had it to the side. So for a good probably 2 or 3 years of having this computer by the side and just using it every now and again, never really diving into it, I was focused on my PC. I was in my PC world. One day, the Acer completely stopped working, right? Completely stopped working, just died. I was forced to turn over to my Mac, okay? So I went from the PC world into the Mac world, and it wasn't really a decision. It was kind of, I was forced, but it got me very uncomfortable. I had to learn a brand new operating system. I wasn't familiar with Apple. I didn't know anything about it. I thought they made really weird looking computers back when I was in college. I mean, that was the extent of it, right? But I had to dive in. I had to focus on my new environment because I wasn't going to go and buy a new computer. I was going to, damn it, I had a computer here. It was working fine. I'm going to learn it. So I had to stop everything like cold turkey. right? And go into the Apple environment. Well, that being said, 15 years later, I'm sitting on my third iMac now in 15 years, and I haven't looked back. I'm an Apple fanboy. You guys know I just love Apple. There's limitations with certain things you can do, but at the end of the day, I love the Apple environment. I love the Apple system. I love it. This week, I did something similar. There's a lesson in this. Trust me. This is story time with John. Trust me. I'm leading up to something good here. I have been in multiple different browsers throughout my history. Internet Explorer. I did web crawler back in the day. I mean, I had Internet Explorer, Netscape, crazy browser. If you guys remember that crazy stuff. Then Firefox, right, became the thing. Firefox was everything. And then everybody was talking about Chrome and how Chrome was Google Chrome was the greatest thing ever. So basically, yeah, exactly, Jim. It's code. So basically, I've been a Chrome user probably 5 years-ish, give or take. I mean, everything I've done has been on Chrome. Everything. People will tell me, oh, they use Firefox. I'm just like, man, Firefox is so slow. Firefox just drags resources down, and it's just, I can't stand Firefox. I'm Chrome. Chrome was what I was using. I got into the crypto thing big time a couple years ago, and over the past year, there was these rumors of this brand new browser coming out called Brave Browser. Brave Browser was backed on using these tokens called BAT, so BAT, so Basic Attention Tokens. I was fascinated by it. I was a little worried because it was basically taking a jab at ad trackers, which is a big part of my business, as well as a few other things. But at the end of the day, this thing was supposed to clean up your surfing experience. It was a private surfing experience. Privacy was king, and you wouldn't really get these downloadable stuff because it would stop it in its tracks. And it's just a really clean and enjoyable surfing environment, right? Like the entire thing was very easy to use, and et cetera, et cetera. The big pitch, though, obviously was the BAT token, but how they were going to combine the publisher, the author, the content creator, everybody in one big happy family where everybody would get rewarded. So the advertiser would get targeted ads sent to people. The surfer or the people using the browser wouldn't have all this nasty stuff. It would kind of learn what you did, and it would focus. The ads would show up kind of like how you wanted them to. You wouldn't even notice the ads half the time. It was really weird. But the big thing is that it was crypto based. I mean, BAT. But the problem was that it's on the Ethereum network, and this is what took me 12 minutes yesterday to send a transaction through on the Ethereum network. Why? First of all, BAT, just giving you guys, you should be on Steem. I'm just saying. Or even EOS. I mean, anything but Ethereum. I mean, Ethereum is just so slow. Anyways, I digress. So this past week, I made the switch. I was fascinated with BAT. I have actually purchased a bunch of BAT. It's in, hey, Raj, what's up, man? I've purchased a bunch of BAT over the past year. I'm a big fan of the concept of it, but I never used the browser. I had Brave downloaded on my computer for a good year now. I never dove in. So finally this week, I've made the switch. Everything I've done over the past 48 hours has now been on Brave. Everything. I've brought everything over, my Steem keychain, all my passwords from LastPass, everything is now on Brave. I'm completely 100% on Brave browser. That's my thing. My thing now is Brave. So it's this. Ian, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? That's my thing now is Brave, and I'm using it, and I'm loving it, and I'm thinking that the more people that use this thing, the better, because it's pretty slick. It's a pretty slick thing. Here's the best part, though. They have this cool thing. This is what took me 12 minutes yesterday. They have this cool tipping feature that's integrated into Twitter. So if you're on Brave browser, you actually go to Twitter. There's a little BAT logo underneath everybody's tweet with a tip thing, and you can actually tip people with BAT on Twitter, directly on Twitter. Nothing to download, nothing. It's just, it pops up on your Brave browser. So I went and said, you know what? I'm going to take $20 worth of BAT. I'm going to dump it into I'm going to dump it into my account. It links seamlessly with your Uphold account. So Uphold, we use it at CTP, so it worked perfectly. It was just absolutely perfect. And everything's been great so far. And that's a concern, right, Jen? I mean, some of the stuff I was worried about, would it block, certain things? And there's a few things I've noticed that don't show up all the time, but generally, you don't really miss it. Like, if you don't see it there, you don't really miss it. Let's be honest, Steem It, I love you guys, but I'm not sitting there going on steemit.com going, oh, I miss all those awesome ads of Crypto Palace and Crypto Casino ads. I don't miss it, right? So it's not like I'm sitting there going, oh man, I really wish those ads on Steem It kept showing up. So I started using this thing, and now I'm kind of on a mission. I put it out on Twitter. I'm trying to find some of you guys that are on Twitter that have your account verified, and account verification is really quick, even with your website. Absolutely, dude. Absolutely, Ian. I'm fighting a good fight, bro. Fighting the good fight, man. I want nothing to do with big banks. Absolutely nothing to do with PayPal ever again. I want to be my own bank, and I want it to be on my phone, and I can do a lot on my phone. Anyways, it's crazy, man. It's really, really awesome to see this. Brave browser is really cool. Like it's pretty awesome. It's a pretty awesome thing. So yeah, I just let me just see something here. I was gonna get some stats for you here. Oh yeah, here's the link if any of you guys want to check out Brave. Yes, this is an affiliate link, but it is if you guys do want to check it out. You can download it and check it out and sign up to it, and you get rewards. You get rewards with it. So my rewards right now, since I've been using this, 13 cents worth of Brave, right? Which is obviously not a lot. I've got 0.5 BAT. But it's free, right? I'm getting this stuff for surfing, and these ads show up and I don't even know, but it's to me, it's the tipping feature that I really like. So if you guys are on Brave, or if you're not, you should join. First of all, definitely download. That's the link. You can download Brave, download the link there. But if you guys get it set up, I want you to send me a note and then link me your Twitter account. Approve your Twitter account with Brave. Takes 2 seconds. It's seamless. Do that, and I want to tip you on Twitter. I basically want to send you free money. That's it. That's the pitch. The pitch is I want to send you free money. You're not buying anything from me. I'm actually trying to send you money. So, yeah. Well, that's what I did, Jen. I took the BAT and Coinbase that I purchased. I've purchased a bunch, but I took $20 worth of it and transferred over to my Uphold account, which is linked to my Brave browser. Now, it took 12 minutes because it's on Ethereum, but once it's there, it's there. It's good to go. But yeah, I want you guys to download Brave, check it out. I'm going to be doing a blog post about this tonight later too, just kind of going over my experience so far with it. But at the end of the day, I want to tip you guys some BAT on Twitter. So this process might take you 5 minutes. But I'm gonna. I've got $20 worth of BAT, so it's like 80 BAT. So I'll tip you guys. I just want to test it out, and I kind of want all of us to be the guinea pigs for this. So yeah, you sign up through Brave through that link. Well, how do you link it? Okay, so once you get it set up, Scott, you have the ability to learn about Brave rewards. So you click on there's a little triangle up in the top right of your Brave browser that opens up send a tip or Brave rewards, or you click on the new button here. Let me see if I can find Brave/rewards. Yeah. So it's Brave. There's a little plus button, like if you're opening a new tab inside of Brave. Once you click that little new tab, it'll say learn more about Brave rewards, and you click it and you link it directly. Your Twitter account links directly to it. You just got to approve it and just verify it, and it's good to go. So it'll take 5 minutes to approve everything. And then once you do, send me a note here, send me a note on Telegram, send me a note on Facebook or Twitter or whatever. and link me your Twitter account so I can check it out, and then I'll go and tip your latest tweet. So and this is what's cool is Brave is setting it up so that you can tip your favorite content creators, your favorite businesses, and then they serve the ads to the right people, et cetera, et cetera. So it's a really cool way that cryptocurrencies use case, right? I mean, this is the big thing is we want use case. Personally, I think Brave should be on Steem. I don't know why they picked Ethereum. I mean, it's so slow. It was just, oh my gosh, I can't even explain. Like 12 minutes to send that. Like it was. Anywho, but anyways, that's what I wanted to share with you guys tonight. You know, the first thing obviously is CTP and what we're doing, but also use case. But then show you guys real world examples of how this stuff is actually using. This is where we're going. This is, you know, they're saying it's the future of digital advertising, BAT, and how they're going to serve ads directly to specific people. And the publishers will be happy, the content creators will be happy. But this is future stuff, right? This is not mass adoption yet, but it's real world use case that we can see put in play right now where we can use this and leverage it for our business. So you set this up, you have it, and just you can start tipping people, and people can start tipping you. You know, you get a couple of BAT in your account. It's not thousands of dollars, but you're being rewarded with cryptocurrency, and you're actually using this stuff. So that was what I wanted to share with you guys tonight. And I will be doing a blog post later tonight on it and my experience so far. It's not going to be an in-depth experience. It's only been 48 hours since I've been using it, but how it's amazing how you can go cold turkey on something. Once you once you make the leap, right? The leap of faith, I guess, and you start messing with some of this new technology and stuff, you start being more comfortable. And now 48 hours into it, I haven't noticed any. I mean, it's kind of annoying when you got to go and like fill in your information again on a website where it's been cookied. But other than that, it's been an amazing experience. So I highly recommend it. Test it out. But if you do test it out, please tweet me so I can send you some BAT. Or as Ian Ballantyne calls it, bat droppings. It's Kiwis, man. Yeah, it's cool, Bonnie. I mean, but it's based on Chrome, right? So the learning curve isn't like, oh, I've got to go learn a brand new language and a brand new computer and all this. It's based off of Chrome, so it feels very Chrome-ish. But it's like my stats. This is my latest stats. Ads and trackers blocked, 2,043. HTTPS upgrades 131. I have no idea what that's supposed to mean. But 2 minutes estimated time saved has been 2 minutes of my surfing time. So instead of waiting around for ads to load and banners to load and all this stuff, it's actually saved me 2 minutes of my surfing, which is not a lot. But imagine if it's because they also have a mobile app, right? The Brave mobile app. Imagine if it was a mobile app where you're getting charged for data and stuff. I mean, those ads being served take up a lot of bandwidth, right? A lot of data usage. So you can see where it can really play a part in saving some money down the road. So anyways, let me stop the recording because that's all I wanted to talk about on the recording side of things. But we'll keep this going, and we're gonna have some fun here. So please stop the recording, John. Bye, YouTube.